Welcome back to Tipsy Whiskey Shenanigans. I'm Steven, and tonight, whenever the heck you're watching this, we are getting into 3 reasons why you should stop drinking whiskey. But before we do that, please do me that favor. Like, comment, subscribe. Helps us out a ton, and we seriously appreciate the support. But let's get in today's video. So, I kind of feel like blasphemous for even bringing this concept up, but I do have 3 points I have kind of noticed. So me personally, I haven't stopped drinking whiskey, nor do I entirely think you should entirely stop drinking whiskey, but there are 3 reasons I feel are important of why you should maybe dial back the amount of whiskey you're drinking, or, if you need to, stop drinking for a short period of time as a whole. And since I've personally been drinking way less, I've actually noticed these 3 things have been doing pretty freaking well for me, if we're being honest. I've cut back my drinking a lot in 2023, and I think I'm going to keep it up because these 3 factors are pretty awesome. And to kick it right off with the first one that more now than ever is very, very important because, life's kind of falling apart around us. Money, baby, that green stuff that runs the world. Whiskey's not cheap. Good whiskey's not cheap. And if you're a huge whiskey nerd and you're drinking constantly, you are spending a crap load of money on whiskey. And I mean, me personally, I'm still spending a crap load of money on whiskey, but because I am drinking less, and if you were to stop drinking entirely, you would save a boatload of money. Whiskey ain't exactly cheap, especially good whiskey. So, if you're drinking a lot and whatnot, you will be spending a boatload of money. I mean, even if you're going super cheap, like the best value cheap bottle, I think, is like Wild Turkey 101. Wild Turkey 101, it's like $20 out of a bottle. There's about 17 or so drinks inside a bottle. So if you have like 2 or 3 drinks a day or whatever, which I mean, that's kind of a lot, but 2 to 3 drinks a day, what that is, blah, blah, doing some math in my head. That's about like a bottle a week. That is 40. That's about $80 a month just on Wild Turkey 101. So, that's on like the cheapest side of good whiskey. So likely more often than not, you're probably spending more money than $80 a month. And with, inflation and the way that the world's going, sometimes, saving money isn't totally horrible. So I've been cutting back my drinking, and I've noticed I'm saving a boatload of money. I used to spend around $200 to $300 on whiskey a month. Now I'm at about $100. I still buy myself like 1 bottle of whiskey a month, like one nice bottle, or like a $20 bottle and an $80 bottle, whatever the case may be. I still buy myself, more whiskey than I consume, if we're being completely honest. But I have started saving myself some more money because I'm not drinking as much as I used to. So I don't have to replace like that handle of Old Forester 100 or that bottle of Wild Turkey 101 because I've cut back the drinking. Another thing to consider is the health implications. So alcohol is poison. It's poison. I'm not a doctor. I don't really know exactly who, what, when, where, why, how that works. But one thing I can speak on, I know it's poison. I know it's not great for your health to constantly be drinking. And if we're being completely honest, since I've stopped drinking more or stopped drinking as much, I'm feeling so much better. I have more energy, and I'm like less hungover all the time, because being like hungover or groggy in the morning is horrible. And now I guess I kind of do feel more hungover on the days I do drink, or the days after I drink, than I ever used to. But still, like it kind of gets to you after a while, and it kind of makes you feel sluggish and stuff. So it's nice. It's nice to be a little bit better. And I know long-term implications long down the road. I mean, I'm only 25, so I'm not quite yet grasping or getting into that concept where it's like you need to watch your health and, not drink so much, all that jazz. But that is something to consider, is it's good for your health to not drink as much. And then the final one that I've noticed a lot that's kind of tangential to the whole health thing is the energy. Since I'm less sluggish and I have more energy, I'm getting so much more shit done than I used to be able to. I am feeling more alive than ever and less kind of groggy, tired, and I'm getting so much more done, getting more chores done, doing more videos, doing more stuff in my life. I mean, heck, I've upped my video count. I'm also planning a wedding, also like working on renovating a house a little bit and still working a normal life. Like I'm getting so much more done, and it's been very, very helpful not drinking all the time in order to kind of, keep that energy flowing a little bit and keep alive and kind of keep up with all that stuff, because it's a lot of stuff. So those were my 3 reasons you should stop drinking whiskey. Do I believe you should entirely stop drinking whiskey? Hell no. No. Don't misunderstand. I just think there's 3 things to consider when you're, contemplating, should I slow down on the whiskey? Should I stop the whiskey? Things to consider, There's positives and negatives to both of them. I mean, some days I'm a little bored because I, kind of want to drink. And some crappy days I'm like, man, I really could use a drink to relax. But I've been kind of forcing myself to stay on a better schedule. I'm sure there are also way more things to consider than just these 3. These are just the 3 that I've personally noticed as I've slowed down or stopped drinking as much as I previously had. And I do think there are, a lot more inherent value to stopping whiskey and drinking whiskey. It's really honestly up to you however you want to do it. My personal goal is to be sober more days than I am drinking. And I think so far it's brought a lot more value to my life than when I was drinking a lot. So I think overall it is a huge win to, consider stopping drinking or maybe slowing down. Not entirely stopping whiskey. I mean, whiskey is life, but, maybe slow down a little from time to time. That is a wrap for today's video, though. I know, a blasphemy of a topic, but I do think it's something that is important to bring up and to consider with, how much some of us drink. And sometimes it's easy to get caught in that loop of just, I'm drinking. Like, that's what I do. Sometimes it's easy to come home after a crappy day of work and just pour a glass of whiskey without thinking about it. And then before you know it, you're too deep and you're like, oh shit, I was trying to cut back a little bit. It's easy to fall in those loops. So things to look out for, things to consider. Again, that is a wrap for today's video though. So please do me that favor, like, comment, and subscribe. That helps us out a ton and we seriously appreciate the support. Leave comments down below what you guys thought about mine. What are things that you think I missed? Or do you think, this is just a crazy concept in general? Let me know. Also, check out the Facebook, Instagram, and the Patreon. The links for all that stuff are down there below. That is a wrap for today's video. Cheers, y'all. We'll see you later.